A beach holiday shouldn't end like this. Tourists were killed and injured today when at least one gunman opened fire in the Tunisian resort of Sousse. Rescue workers and survivors carried the injured to safety, not on stretchers but sunbeds. The Ministry of the Interior said Britons, Irish, Germans and Belgians were amongst the casualties. And some can't quite believe that they escaped.
I saw the gunman, he was to the right of me because we were the last sunbed on the beach. Then all of a sudden I got up anyway and just happened to look right. And then all I saw was a gun and an umbrella being dropped. And then he started firing to the right-hand side of us. If he'd fired to the left, then I don't know what would have happened, but I think we're quite lucky.
Someone firing a gun. And then I looked at my wife and she got up and ran. And as I turned, the bullet just hit me in my arm. And I just ran to the sea. And I ran in and held in the sea. My wife ran to the hotel and I just saw the gunman firing shots randomly at people laying on the sunbeds on the beach.
The attack happened 87 miles south of Tunis in the resort of Sousse. Staff at the Imperial Marhaba Hotel say at midday a gunman dressed as a tourist opened fire on the beach with a Kalashnikov. At the same time, guests at the neighbouring Salima Hotel described hearing gunfire on the beach. The manager of the Palmarina Hotel behind the Imperial Marhaba saw guests running away from the beach, heard 2 explosions and shooting. Amateur video shows what happened next as Tunisian police and bystanders chased a suspect through the town, eventually apprehending him. Another picture shows a woman trying to hit a second man as he's arrested. A gunman is seen walking through the streets, then taking aim. But it seems that he's the man who was later killed by security forces. It's not clear yet how many attackers there were. Today's attack comes just 3 months after gunmen killed 22 tourists in the Bardo Museum in Tunis. The Islamic State said they did it, while the Tunisian authorities blamed an al-Qaeda splinter group. Either way, who'll go to Tunisia on holiday now? Tourists comforted each other in Sousse today. Reports are coming in that at least one British family is amongst the dead. 425,000 Britons visit Tunisia each year, and tourism accounts for 15% of the Tunisian economy. Bodies lay on the beach, where a few minutes earlier they'd been sunbathing. Tour companies are sending aircraft to bring people back to Europe and allowing those who've booked holidays in Tunisia to change their plans. What horror for the staff at the hospital as well as for the injured. Tunisia was meant to be the success story of the Arab Spring, a fledgling democracy. Tunisian sources say an Islamic State website is making triumphant statements. There are more Tunisians fighting with IS in Syria than any other nationality. Now they have brought their terror home.